Hey, Benchmark family, thank you for joining us today. We've got another great episode of our Benchmark podcast coming your way. Today, we have a very special guest, Yaniel. Yanni, thank you for joining us.
No
Thank you
problem.
for being here. It's an honor to sit down with one of Benchmark's best boxers. It's definitely something we'll talk about quite a bit. But first, I want to ask how'd you get involved in Benchmark?
Right now we have we have barbers right now, giving like free haircuts. So
Yes.
one of our friend's brothers was doing that.
Okay.
So that's how I heard about it. And I was a kid, so I was like, oh yeah, I want to learn how to box. So I came along. First day I go sparring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he put me right in it.
You were a kid.
Yeah, I was 12.
Back when you were young. How old are you now?
I'm 17.
70. Yeah. Wow. Man, way back when you were a kid. How old were you when you started coming?
I was 12.
12. Okay. I mean, that is significantly younger. So was that when you first started boxing? Was when you came to Benchmark?
Originally it was just the training. Yeah.
Okay.
I did start doing that at 12. Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
The first time.
Yeah. Through a friend's
A friend's brother.
brother who's barber.
Yeah, and besides,
Okay.
I was always into sports. I was
Yeah.
doing track. I was doing football. I like being active.
Yeah.
I was always outside.
Are you from Lancaster?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay. You go to McCaskey?
hmm
Okay. Cool, man. Do you play any sports there?
I was doing track, and then I stopped my freshman year.
Okay.
It's hard to balance both of the sports, the
Yeah.
track and the boxing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's your favorite part about school?
Favorite part about school, I guess different people you see.
Yeah.
And in school, I mean, I take a lot of like honor roll classes, and when you do a lot of more honor roll, it's like you're more engaged. A lot of people have a lot more questions about the world. You get to hear like their perspectives.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I like about school. Probably just the different angles I'm getting about
Yeah.
life.
Do you have any siblings that go to school there?
No, they're all graduated, but they
Yeah.
did go to McCaskey.
Okay.
I had one sister and one brother.
Okay. They both went to McCaskey, graduated. Are they still in the area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk to both of them still.
Yeah.
Brother, not quite as much, but sister, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You still live at home?
Yeah, I live with my grandparents.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
How long have you lived with them?
I lived with them since I was 8. I was living with my mom, and then some stuff went along, and then, I go with my grandma.
Okay. Right on. So you were with your grandparents it wouldn't have been McCaskey. What school were you going to when you were 12?
And I was in Han. Right now, I think it's called Jackson.
Jackson. Okay.
Yeah, they changed the
Alright.
name.
Yeah. So you're living with your grandma, going to Jackson, and that's when you ended up at Benchmark?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what else was happening in your life at that point?
Honestly, not much. I was more just outdoorsy, so I was always around the drama. I was always around the kids. Just home, I guess.
Yeah.
I never really had like a good like home situation, so I was always just going outside to avoid that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess around that time, what was pretty much going on was just, how do I say it? Just always outside with my friends. Just
Sure.
trying to stay out of home.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I understand that. When you say drama, what does that mean?
Just my family. They don't get along as well as they should, and I guess I've grown to mature, like, to realize, like, if I can't get out of the situation, I can just at least walk out of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I might not be able to take myself completely out of the situation, but if it's easier on me by just avoiding myself and just walking out the place, I just do that.
Mm.
Family just argues a lot. I just don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
I think I struggle with that, whether it's like with family or out with friends or whatever. So when a situation kind of starts to spiral or get out of hand, I think I have trouble, and I think a lot of people struggle, like recognizing, hey, I gotta get out of here before I say or do
I
something.
think it's just the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
I think it's way better off like that than going and facing it
Mhm.
and dealing with the consequences of that rather than just walking out of the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you tell, like, what you're feeling or whatever in a moment like that? Because I think that's a really cool skill that a lot of people, especially guys your age, like a lot of the guys that end up here in Benchmark are here because they were in a tough situation and they didn't realize they were, angry or frustrated or whatever. Like they weren't self-aware enough in that moment to be like, hey, I'm not in a good place. I got to get out of here before something bad happens.
Um, Wait, what was the main question? I'm sorry.
How do you do that?
How do I manage to do that?
Yeah, because it's not a skill
I
everyone
think
has.
I think it's the fact that I box. I think
Okay.
because us boxers we're actually not allowed to fight. We're registered. We can't get involved in stuff like that.
Right.
It's more bad on us because we know how to fight, and the other guy
Right.
wouldn't.
Right.
So I guess just I used to always get bullied out in school, so I just always dealt with that, and then I always learned how to not fight back to that. That now when I'm around situations around my family or school or bullying, I just rather not deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense. But so you said bullying when I think when a lot of people are bullied, they fight back. How did you learn that like it was just better to leave,
I think it
not
was
get
because
involved?
I found it was better when I did fight back. Pretty much
Mm.
meaning like I fought back, and then there was way more consequences off of that. And then when I just avoided the situation entirely, it was just so much easier on my part.
Mm-hmm.
Then I
Yeah.
had to get in trouble, no arguing, nothing. It's just
Right. Sure.
mm.
Yeah.
Besides, it gets in the person's head. They're mad. They can't get you mad.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot easier.
So you said part of the motivation for that is as a registered fighter, what your credentials would be stripped if you got into a fight.
It's more just that, and it just looked worse on us. Like if we go to court or something like that, like we know how to fight, other guy doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say guy hits me and I hit him back. Okay, self defense. And then let's say I'm a boxer and let's say I freak out one day and I just do more than what I'm supposed to. It's gonna look bad on my part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just learn how to avoid those situations.
Yeah, that's true.
I just don't like being on the highlight, you know. So
Sure. Yeah, unless it's in the ring and all the highlights.
yeah,
No, that makes
sure.
sense. So you're registered now. How long have you been registered?
That's a tough question, cause I was doing benchmark at around 12,
Right.
and then because of the home situation, that kind of kept me back. So I left for a year, came back at 14.
Okay.
I believe around 14, I was registered at my first fight.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
So you had only been training 2 years before you registered and
yeah.
got
He
in for your
thought
first
he thought
fight.
I was ready. Yeah, and besides, he knew my family apparently.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He being coach?
Yeah, junior.
Yeah, okay. And I guess some context for everyone who's watching. Benchmark we have a pretty strong core of boxers. I think we have about 14 registered boxers now. I think this year, 2025, we had 3 Golden Glove champions.
Yeah.
And 2024 we had 2, you being one of them. And so yeah, we're what is it, USA Boxing? We're nationally like sanctioned, certified through. So we send boxers to meets, and it's become a pretty cool offering here at Benchmark.
Yeah, and especially for the kids that do it too. A lot of them that I talk to, they go through a lot of stuff at home just like me.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're able to go get the fights, they're having a blast. They're enjoying it.
Yeah,
They're laughing. They're having fun. And then they're fighting. And then win or lose, they're just
yeah.
it's great.
So, so 14, you had your first fight. What did that feel like? What were your emotions going up to the fight and then during?
Well, I was hungry. I had to cut a lot of weight. I was like, I was a heavier guy. I was around 160. I had to cut down to 145.
Okay.
I made it. During the fight, like in the moment when I was there in the event, nervous. I was scared.
Yeah.
Cause that was like my first big moment. It was everything, you know.
Yeah.
And I was fighting a guy that I used to train with actually from my gym.
Okay.
Yeah. And that first guy that I fought, we fought 3 other times.
Oh,
After
wow.
that, yeah.
Oh man, a bit of a rivalry.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you win that first fight?
Won the first, lost the other 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So 1 and 3 in like that specific tournament. Okay.
It was
Or
an event. Yeah.
okay.
So events are more just like you go, you fight one time. Tournaments are more like you go, you fight, you win that, you fight the next day.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Uh,
in that event, we just fought once, and then I fought him in a tournament.
okay.
So you know how we had three fighters that won the Golden Gloves championships.
Yep.
So I fought him in the Golden Gloves, and I lost to him.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Gotcha. So you've kind of been back and forth.
Yep.
So, 2024, you were a Golden Glove champion. So you'd have been 15,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I was
You
15.
only been boxing 3 years. What did training look like leading up to that event?
Exhausting. They expect that a lot.
Sure.
Um, I wasn't really coming in like as much as I should have during the fights. So when I had the Golden Gloves fight, they expected more of me to come in. I had to start looking deep in myself to like really want to come in and really want to like work on myself.
Hmm.
And it just was really tiring. We did jogs every single day. We did several sparrings. We was going out to different places, Harrisburg here. It was just a lot. And then I got there and it was still it's just as nerve wracking as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where was the fight?
It was up in Philly, if I remember.
Philly. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. So you were training here in Lancaster, training in Harrisburg, and then did you train in Philly too at all, or just for the fight?
just for the fight, I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. That's impressive. That's a lot of work for a 15-year-old to put in. That's so for the Golden Gloves, is that a tournament?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go by they pair you up by depending on your weight and your age.
Okay.
So if you weigh a certain weight, the certain rate range, I believe, and then the age you had to be a year exactly, a year under, or a year above. So it's
Okay.
like a 2 year gap, pretty much, between
Yeah.
every fighter that
Okay.
fights.
What weight did you fight?
I went up in weight.
Okay.
I was fighting 145 was too bad. I went up to 154.
Yeah.
It was actually my first time fighting in it, I believe.
Okay. All right. So you were 15, you're fighting 154. How many fights did you do in that tournament? Do you remember?
Just one, luckily.
Okay.
I guess because I fought so many times, because I did silver gloves, and I
Okay.
did back to back fights, meaning I had no breaks. I fought one day and I fought the day after, and I fought the day after, where all my guys were all fresh. Like if I fought one day, that guy didn't fight the day before, and the last day that guy didn't fight for 2 days before.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I guess it was a miracle. I guess they just probably saw that and was like, "Hey, we're gonna give him one fight."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So
Hmm.
what does it mean to be a Golden Glove?
Um, I think you're just in the tournament. I guess you're just seeing who's the best in your state
Yeah.
because you're fighting people in your district. You're fighting.
Mm.
There's the eastern side, the western side, southern. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think I said wait. It's
So
east.
three?
There's four. Wait,
Oh, four.
yeah, because it's
Okay.
east,
North,
west,
north,
north,
south.
south. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
And then
the-
you fight the two districts, and then
Okay.
those two fight each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
east and west will fight each other, and north and south will fight each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say you're a Golden Glove champion, was that for the entire state or like for your section?
Just for my section.
Okay.
Hmm.
Got it. All right. That's pretty cool, man. Do you get like a pair of Golden Gloves or
No, I think if you win the full thing entirely, I think sometimes they give you a pair of golden gloves.
yeah.
There was an issue where I was supposed to go into like a regionals, because usually if you win golden gloves, you go to another tournament. That means you automatically qualify, and that means the winners of the other tournaments, you're fighting those now to see who's the best of that, and then you're fighting the other qualifiers of the other tournament, and they
Okay.
keep fighting them. Apparently there was some issue like you needed to have at least 10 fights before you were able to go, and I had 9.
Oh,
Yeah, so I wasn't able to continue on.
okay.
Mhm.
Ah, bummer, man.
Yeah.
How many fights do you normally get a year?
How many fights? It's hard because there's not many kids my age, my weight.
Right.
Normally 2, 3 times. It depends on me mostly, because there's a lot of fights for me. There was a time where I didn't really want to come into the gym. Like I was always going to the gym. I wasn't getting any fights, and then so I wasn't really as eager to go into the gym as much.
Mm, yeah, I could see that. You know, what's the point? I'm glad you stuck with it even through the slow points.
I think it's just seeing working with the other guys. Yeah,
That's what kept you coming back.
I believe so. It's like I have a lot of losses. I'm 5'6", so I have 5 wins, 6 losses.
Yeah.
But that doesn't reflect on me. I think what's better is that I could take my wins and losses and improve myself, and then I can improve the other guys that I'm working with. And you see, and now we got 3 national winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's yeah.
You see,
Very impressive.
and I can tell that we're doing like everything I do with these guys matter.
Mm,
It means a lot to them. I hang out with these guys every time when we leave the gym. We have talks about a lot of stuff, and we're really in common about a lot of things. I think a lot of kids need the boxing. It helps them vent with a lot of things that are going on. A lot of us are more in common than we think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. If you can find sort of a common denominator to build a relationship on, you then can sort of dig into the different aspects of their lives and get to know each other and really push each other further. That's awesome.
It's easy because
Yeah.
most of the times you come into a new gym, right? And everybody has his own friend group where he's talking.
Right.
Good thing about Benchmark is the kids that don't really talk to nobody, they'll try to engage. Like we're trying to engage with the kids that don't really talk to nobody, and now they're a part of the group, and now they're inviting their friends to come along, and it just keeps expanding.
Yeah. Has the boxing at Benchmark grown since you started coming? What, 4 years ago?
For sure. I think it was at the most like last summer. I think for sure now it's probably went down just a little bit, but it's definitely went up in the fighters, like the consistency.
Yeah. I think Junior was telling me whenever you all like certified next or something, you have 4 new fighters coming on. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to see like what's the word for it? Because to be registered, Junior doesn't really look for anything specific. He just looks for hard work to see if you're ready for it. Because when you're in the ring, you're going against people that like want to hurt you.
Sure.
And some guys, they get too scared and they kind of, it's like fight or run. It's like fight or run. So which one are you going to do? And most of the times, Junior will put these guys against the people like me, Golden Gloves champ and the other Golden Gloves champs, and guys get scared. But then they go against the pressure and they do good and they keep coming and they keep working hard. He'll register you and you'll have fights.
Yeah. Right on. Do you guys go as a team or is it all individual?
For the fights, it depends. He'll send a list on the fighters that he thinks are ready. Send it. They'll match the fights, and then whoever gets paired up on that same event, they go together with Junior.
Gotcha. Okay. Is that something that is an expensive thing to do? Like, is boxing an expensive sport?
In some ways, I feel like because sometimes we go out to, because most of the times, like, we have to cut weight before the fights.
Yeah.
So after the fights, most of the kids are hungry, and they can't determine what they're gonna eat, and that can be really expensive. Because if we go out and we eat whatever they would want to eat, the expenses will go crazy because they eat a lot.
Yeah.
They eat a lot.
I'm sure you, after cutting 15 pounds and having to fight someone, you'd be ready to put some food away.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, but I just pack my own food because I know how expensive it can be. Yeah. I think like my bad.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I remember like at least one time I think for the Golden Gloves we spent like over like $100 just on food because they were all so hungry and so thirsty.
Yeah. What about registration? Do you have to pay to like register for events and all of that?
Registration is just a yearly thing. So if you want to be a fighter, your book would be active, meaning you would be able to fight. So you'll just need to get like a physical, like you would like for any school. And then you would just I kind of forgot how Junior does it exactly. It's just you would just sign up.
Yeah. Okay. So, but like you don't have to pay to register for.
No, we wouldn't
specific
have
events.
to. Benchmark would do it for us.
Benchmark covers that.
Yeah.
Does Benchmark buy gloves and wraps and all of that for you?
They buy the wraps, the gloves, the mouthpieces. Yeah, and we lose a lot of those stuff too. We lose a lot of those stuff. So it's good
I
that
believe
that
it.
Benchmark keeps providing for that stuff.
Yeah. What about shoes? Do you have special shoes for boxing?
Yeah. I paid for my own, but for the other guys, yeah, they paid for theirs.
Okay. Wow. So Benchmark covers your registration, like for your yearly certification, registration for events, all of your equipment that you need, travel expenses, all of that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you think any? I mean, I don't know if you haven't paid for it, you might not know how expensive it, like what it all adds up to. But do you think most of the kids that come here to Benchmark would be able to afford this sport if they had to pay for everything?
I've seen a few kids pay for it, like just alone, because I went to other gyms. I went to like Genji's, Nice.
Yeah.
I know people from other gyms. You could, but I would say it's a very expensive sport, especially when like the right materials for the right training.
Mm-hmm.
It is expensive. And
Yeah.
for benchmark, you wouldn't need to pay to get in. But for other gyms, you need to pay monthly too. On
Right.
top of that, so
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about paying to train
yeah,
and
it's
everything.
gonna be a lot more. It'll probably be like 300.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So, what do you see as being the next step in your career?
In my career,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think just fighting more. I
Yeah.
think just seeing what I got. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I need to get tested more.
Okay.
I think more tournaments, more fights. I think I just need to see how far I can go with it
Mm-hmm.
before I can go pro or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I think you'll keep at it and succeed for sure.
yeah. It's been getting better. We've been getting more sparring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah. Um, are there any kids at McCaskey that do it like as a team outside of benchmark or anything?
Like the boxing.
Yeah.
Are you asking like if people from McCaskey come and train here at Benchmark?
Yeah.
Is that what you're? Yeah. I know a lot of kids actually. Most of the kids that train here or the fighters that are here, most of them are from McCaskey,
Okay.
and most of them get their friends involved too. I go to school most of them actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's really cool. So does that translate like knowing that you have a goal here in the gym? Does that help motivate you at school, like stay focused and everything?
Sometimes because I don't find school as interesting. I think it's more just. I think I'm more just a sports person, but
Yeah.
I know how to catch up to my work and do my homework and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm disciplined enough to do that stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Have you always been a good student?
I mean, for most of my life, yeah. Cause I live with my grandparents. They were very strict, so they always just wanted like the best for me. So I've always just worked good at my studies.
Yeah.
But it was hard to mix the studies with the boxing.
Mm.
That's one thing I found out. I think that's why a lot of kids don't stick to boxing.
Mm.
It's hard to have a fun life and stick to boxing because boxing, in a sense, is like it's full time. It's not part time. Because
Mm.
if you really want to get good at it and not get hurt and see real results, you would need to take it full time.
Yeah. No, that's true. So are you in here most days then?
Yeah.
Boxing?
I try to come in as many days as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is most of your training with heavy bags and footwork and stuff, or are you lifting weights too?
Most of it is like cardio, hitting the bags, running. And then some days we go to our other coach's gym, Luke's, and we do strength and conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on my free time, like on my weekends, because benchmark is open on the weekends, I'll just do my own strength and conditioning.
All right. What know you said that the camaraderie and helping each other out is one of the things that motivates you. What motivates you to do it outside of here, like on the weekends when you're not here with the team? What
I
what
think
motivates you to
I
get
think
out?
honestly, working with the guys,
Yeah.
because like I said, I'll hang out with them before this all the time. They're always like, "Yo, how did you do this one time in sparring?" Or "How did you do this?" Or "How did you get good at that?" And sometimes the kids, I'll teach them a few tricks and they'll get better. And I can't let them catch up to me. I can't. I can't. I can't.
That's pretty good motivation.
Yeah,
Push you from the bottom up.
it's surprising. I didn't think they were gonna push me, but in a good way they did.
Yeah.
Because I think if it wasn't for the other fighters, I don't think I probably would have still been fighting.
Sure.
It was hard. When I was first doing it, I was doing it alone. I didn't have any, there wasn't like a benchmark fighting group. It was just Yanni.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm really glad you stuck with it and have brought all these other kids along with you.
That's
Um,
great.
really turned into something. You and Junior have definitely spearheaded it for sure.
Yeah, but the kids do it mostly. All the work's to them.
So you're 16. You'll graduate in a couple years. Um, what do you see for yourself after high school?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't looked deep in the future. I'm not one of those people that looks into the future.
Hmm.
I'm just working,
Yeah.
just working, doing the boxing, trying to do the things that I love, and having the free time I have. Because I think, as me being a boxer, I think I kind of learned to kind of just enjoy my childhood.
Mm.
Because when you're 12 and you're always in the gym, you're like, your friends are out in parties and birthday parties, and
Yeah.
they're all playing the game or they're outside. You are going to the gym. You're not really going
Yeah.
outside and enjoying yourself.
Right.
So I
Right.
think I'm looking to just enjoy my years now, and later on, hopefully, I want to do pro in boxing, and I
Mm.
want to do something along the lines of like carpentry. At least I like doing like hands-on work.
Yeah. Yeah. Carpentry would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just applied to college now
Okay. Where'd you apply?
at Thaddeus.
Daddy Stevens. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they have lots of great programs.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And I live like right next to it, anyways, too. So I wouldn't need to be like on the campus. I would
Yeah.
just walk there in the mornings.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Which program did you apply for?
I forgot exactly what it was. I think it was the woodcrafting.
Woodcraft. Okay. Yeah. And that, I know it's a 2 year program, but I think if you graduate from McCaskey, can't you do your senior year at Thaddeus and then go back once you graduate high school?
I believe you can. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What they told me is there's two different ways of doing it. Like, if you're 11th and you have really really good grades, you can just go to Thaddeus on your 12th grade year. If
Hmm.
they accept you, like we send an application, they accept it.
Yeah.
Or your 12th grade year, you can send an application. You would just go when you're done with high school.
Which route do you think you'll be able to take?
I think the second, cause I tried doing it last year and then they messed up something, cause they switched my counselors, so I never
Mm.
got my application submitted.
Mm.
Yeah, so I have to do it now.
Okay. All right. So 2 years at
Yeah.
Thaddeus. I mean,
I'm hoping that I get accepted. But
yeah.
I started taking AP classes and IB classes because I kind of thought out my future, but not as much as most people do. Like, most people have like plan A's, B's, C's, D's. I kind of had like a plan A and a plan B. And if they didn't work out, I didn't know what else.
Well, I mean, if you believe in yourself and you work hard enough, one plan is enough.
I mean, yeah.
You might have to pivot within that plan a little bit to get to your end goal, or like defer the goal a little bit. But yeah, if you put your nose down and grind, you'll be able to do it for
Yeah, I
sure.
mean, that's what happened with the boxing.
Yeah,
It was unexpected, too.
yeah. Stuck with it, and look at you now.
Yeah. It was really unexpected. I didn't think I was going to get far with the boxing, honestly.
Really? Why not?
I think because boxing was more like it's when you grow up as a kid that gets bullied a lot. Like, you don't have much confidence in yourself, and you're going
Mm.
against these guys who like think they're all that because they've been there for a few years or like their
Mhm.
dad or boxers and stuff. And so you get really anxious. You don't have a lot of pride in yourself.
Sure.
But I think that's the best thing about it too is you go in with these guys thinking like you're nothing. Like, oh, these guys they've been training all their lives, and then you put the work in. You're actually compared. You're doing just as good as them, or even better.
Right.
It makes you and like it gives like an ego boost. But you have to learn how to control it, of course, and just like appreciate in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah. So you went from being kind of scared and I don't know, just didn't really have any confidence to once you were in it for a little while, you just slowly built that up.
Yeah,
It's awesome, man.
yeah. I don't know. I think I wanted to make something of myself.
Yeah.
I think, like I said earlier, like about my home situation and stuff. I think I always wanted more than what I had, and that's why I always worked hard in
Mhm.
school. Also,
Mhm.
I was always worked hard in everything I had. I guess because it was just a good distraction.
Mhm.
Rather than it being home and playing games or having fun, I just wanted to focus on myself.
Mhm.
That's all I really had.
One other question: outside of benchmark, who would you say are your like mentors or people you look up to?
I think even still the coaches.
Mm.
because I still talk to them outside of it, even for regular home situations.
Yeah.
They've been through a lot too, and I think that's also why they're coaches. So
Mm-hmm.
I look up to them a lot
Mm-hmm.
because they could sit here and tell me like if I'm really wrong in something or if I'm
Mm-hmm.
right in something,
Yeah.
and it gives me more confidence in the actions that I'm doing. So I'm not like doing something and knowing if I messed up or not.
Yeah. Everyone needs that sort of reassuring conversation with a mentor to kind of orient yourself.
Yeah,
Sure.
I feel like everybody does in a sense,
Yeah.
because you can never be too sure if you're doing something right. You can never
Right.
be too sure.
Do you feel like you're starting to take on that role for some of the younger boxers?
I think I still have a long way. I think just being more of a role model for them is my steps that I need to take.
Okay. All right. What do you see yourself doing or not doing as a role model? Like what's an example of something you would not do as a role model that if you weren't a role model for these younger kids you
I
would do?
think just like encourage them to do like dumb stuff at school. Like, cause there's some of them where like I'll see them in school and they're like, oh come on, let's skip, let's go do that. Like we can't do that, bro. Like I
Mm.
just it's just knowing like when to take it serious and when not.
Yeah.
Like there's some
Sure.
days where we can sit here and have fun, and there's some days we have to sit here and take it serious.
Mm.
Because if they see me doing it outside of school without nobody telling me to do it, they're gonna be like, oh well, since he's doing good,
Mm.
I want to do the same thing that he's doing. And a lot of
Yeah.
kids tell me too that they're doing some of the things that they're doing because of me.
How does that feel?
How does it feel? Great. I don't know. I think great just because of the fact that like I didn't think that like I was gonna be a role model to a lot of these kids here.
Mm.
It was just kind of unexpected. I was kind of just here, just helping them out there and there, giving them a little bit of advice. Because if I was being honest, when I first started boxing, I was kind of like a loner. I didn't want to really talk to anybody. I was like
Yeah.
like the newers,
Mm.
like the newcomers that come to benchmark. And then I started talking with them, and then they start like finding hope in me, I guess,
Mm.
and confiding in me about some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's really cool. What's one of the most impactful or most meaningful conversations that you've had with another student here?
I think like do you want like names
No,
or
no, no,
or
no. Just
just
in
in general,
general,
just like the
what? Yeah,
conversations.
what's been one of the most memorable or impactful experiences you've had with another
I
student?
think just talking to a kid about just home situations
Mm.
and how to make that better for the boxing.
Mm.
Like being able to manage the emotions. Like if you're going through something at home, and let's say it made you so upset you didn't want to go to the gym, how to turn that around and still make yourself
Yeah.
go to the gym. A lot of the times when kids come to me about problems, it's just this little stuff like, "Oh, Yanni, can you give me a ride home? I want to talk." We'll talk, and it'll just be. I'm like, "Hey man, so what do you want to talk to me about?" And they'll be like, "Oh, it's just something at home, you know. Dad, he said something to me wrong, yada yada." I'm like, "Hey man, you just gotta go to the gym. You gotta focus on this." And I'll just twist the conversation around. I'll be like, "Hey, last time when I saw you boxing, you could work on this," and then it would just be all boxing now. And
Mm.
now since we're talking about something that we both like, the common interest, now they forgot what was even wrong with them.
Mm.
Now they go home and they don't even know what happened.
I speak for everyone here when I say I really appreciate you
Thank you.
and what you bring to benchmark, what you bring to boxing. Yeah, I really appreciate again you sitting down and talking about it. That's a wrap. Thank you, man.
Thank
Really
you. Thanks for the conversation.
yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Mhm.
Let's just look at the camera, smile. Give it. What do you do in boxing?
Oh, we like to.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Sometimes even when we do that, it gets so unfunny.
Unfunny.
No, like because no, I mean like funny because it's just some guys will be here and like you have to do a stare
Yeah.
off and they'll be like this, and it's just they're trying so hard to be so serious. It's probably the best part about boxing.